It's a brand new groove.
To the walkthrough of the Tier 2, the A team, the advanced team. So this is really exciting that you've jumped in and have got this. So I just want to introduce you to the team and how they work well together, and because it can be a bit overwhelming suddenly having all these GPTs and you're like, oh, what do I do with them? So I'm just going to sort of explain it for you. Got Victor here. He's really important for finding out your brand voice and your ideal customer, which I would start with him. Clara's another one. She's sort of like from the top level of a marketing agency. She's at the top and she's sort of looking at the bigger picture in that. And if you've got the Tier 1, she ties in nicely with the architect and the campaign planner, laying out strategies and what we're going to do. Kelly, the campaign planner, she then hands it over to the other GPTs. So they're sort of specialists. One reason we have so many GPTs is they can become bloated with all the training documents and the instructions that we put in them. So they're actually better just having one specific role. But you will find that, I could ask Victor to write an email, but do I want him to? Or am I better to, once I have my brand tone and voice, go over to the email writer and call in brain tone and voice? So that's sort of how you can use it there. So we've got Babs, a brand story writer, and that's really good for the about page. And what it does is it turns it from all about you to how you can be the guide for your ideal client who you want. So you're sort of spinning it around a wee bit, but sort of letting them know what you can do to help them. So it's sort of handy there. We've got podcast planning. That's sort of something that we get asked about quite a bit. So it's sort of it's been around for a while, but it seems to gain popularity. Then we've got the newsletter planner. So Nellie, she can do one in an email where it's just links, or the follow-on MailChimp sort of Zoho campaign email. So then we've got George here, so the Google My Business, just to optimize it. So you might only use him once or twice. She does a photography prompt, so she can create it, or she can give you the prompt to then pop it into Midjourney, Luxflora, Google Gems, wherever you sort of like. Sometimes I will put them in quite a few different places too, and I'll have one running and I'll go into another one and have another prompt running and another one, just to see what the output's like, because you've got to wait 10 seconds and that seems eternity these days. So we've got Fred, he specialises in Facebook ads. And then we've got Gertie, which is your Google ads. So this is why it's Tier 2, because the starter kit sort of is more about content, and this is now we're looking at scaling. So you've got your ads. Martha is really handy. So if you've got a really great piece of content, she can actually break it up and give you tips on how to repurpose it, because we want to work smarter, not harder. So if you've got a blog or a video or something like that, she can sort of tell you what parts you can use and strip it out. And then we've got Annie. So she looks after the analytics. So you've got to know your numbers, and sometimes we want it dumbed down a little bit. She's really good at that. She can sort of do the grunt work for you. You could do a screen grab of your ads and pop them in, or your Google Analytics, and they can point out what's needing some work. And I think that's quite handy. You can save that page, you can save the Google Doc link, and you can save them in ChatGPT. So you've got sort of backups and another backup if you like. So I hope you enjoy them. I've also got like a board of directors, a marketing advisory team that I'm working on. Some people like to have a board and sort of practice what they're going to present and things. So world's your oyster. Let me know if there's anything that you'd like. Give me any feedback, and enjoy, and thank you and welcome.
AI marketing edge. It's a